What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Randy, with RTS Mobile Gaming. We are bringing you a fantastic Tile Survive video today. We'll be talking about the hero tier list for Gen 1, Gen 2 heroes. Again, here in Tile Survive. That's Season 1, Season 2, whatever you want to call it. The first and second set of legendary, epic, and rare heroes. We'll be talking about them today, going through which ones are best and why on a scale of S, A, B, and poo-poo. Okay, that'll be the scale we rate them on today. And by the way, we'll be doing our best to keep this under 5 minutes. So if you like today's content, feel free to like and subscribe. And big thank you to today's video sponsor, Lootify. Save yourself 15 to 18% on your in-game packs. Check the link to Lootify's Discord in the video description below. Here we go. The first hero we're going to talk about, folks, is going to be Freja. Freja is an absolute monster, and I absolutely love her. She is one of the strongest free-to-play heroes in the game. She is a massive damage dealer, and she is a crazy cannon who absolutely dominates the battlefield. Next, we have Lucky, folks. She is going right into the poo-poo pile. She is absolutely awful. She's very easy to level up and get stars for as free-to-play, but she is an absolute turd. Rusty is also going directly into the poo-poo pile to hang out with Lucky. They're going to have a tea party. It'll be fantastic. Ghost is actually a pretty decent rare quality hero. He actually performs very well, and as you can see, I have him at 10 stars for a reason. He's going to be a solid B option. Next, we have Eva. Eva is a middle-of-the-road hero. I won't say she's very great. She's not awful, but she's firmly in the B category. Travis is actually a pretty strong performer as far as rare heroes go. There are some fights I would even consider him an A hero in, so I would say that he is a strong B, call him a B+, solid all-around rare quality hero. That is fantastic. Chef is next on the list. I actually thought for a little while that Chef might be S rated back when the game first came out, and I was very disappointed to find out that he is actually a little bit below average as a solid B who does some healing and tanking, but again, not quite the S that I was hoping. Sarge is also a nicely polished turd and will be joining the other couple of heroes down in the poo-poo pile. Ray, I actually have a lot to say about Ray. Oh my goodness, when you read the text on his skills, it looks like he is going to be one of the strongest heroes in the game. He has 3 massive damage skills. He's one of the only heroes in the game that has 3 damage skills that have so much damage packed into them. But what I found is he just is really bad. He does awful damage. He doesn't very tanky because he doesn't have any tanky skills, so he dies very fast. And for whatever reason, his damage skills never seem to hit quite right. And he's always bottom damage. Sometimes even my healer beats poor 10-star Ray in damage. The next hero we're going to cover is Maddie. Maddie is another one who I had high hopes for. She has a decent balance of tankiness, healing, and damage. Unfortunately, even at just under 10 stars, I have not been able to make Maddie great. She is a solid B+. Tara is the first Gen 2 hero we'll be talking about today. Tara is actually pretty solid all around. I am very much enjoying her. I only have her at level 133 stars, so she's not, 6, 8 stars like some of my other heroes. But she is performing decently. Her damage is decent. She has a global defensive buff for the other heroes in your setup. So overall, I think she is going to be a solid A. Layla is up next, folks. Layla is maybe my favorite hero in the game right now. I'm trying to make her my strongest hero. Not only does she have an amazing heal, she does a little bit of damage, and she has this crazy tanky ability that gives her at level 30, it's like 26% bonus HP. It's crazy how strong she is, especially in a formation where you have 4 or 5 units of the same combat type. You add that 15-25% HP to her bonus 26% HP, and you end up with a crazy tanky hero that does lots of healing, solid S. The next Gen 2 hero we're going to talk about is Nicola. Nicola is actually fantastic. He is another S-tier rated hero. He is a crazy tank. He has disgusting level tankiness. He also has the ability to shield when he's going to die. He applies regular shielding throughout the fight, and he is a must-have on the front lines of any successful defensive guard march. Becca is next, folks. Becca is a Gen 1 hero. She's actually pretty strong. She has really great damage output. She attacks in a straight line with her ultimate, so she can hit multiple units. and she is a high damage dealer, so I'm going to put her as a solid A. Unfortunately, she is not performing quite as well as my other two main damage dealers, but she is definitely a solid A, maybe even an A+ in some scenarios. Next up is Rosie, ladies and gents. Rosie is an absolute monster. Rosie is my favorite Gen 1 hero by a mile. She does a crazy amount of damage. She does a crazy amount of healing. She is very tanky because she does disgusting amounts of self-healing, and she has the biggest AoE damage attack out of any Gen 1 hero in the game. She is an absolute monster S-tier hero. Tarzan is a Gen 2 hero. He is actually going to be a direct competitor with Rosie. Now, the one thing that sets him apart from Rosie, I guess there's two things. One, he does AoE damage to the enemy back line. Rosie does AoE damage in a kind of a cone shape or a triangle. Tarzan does damage to the enemy back line, and he does crazy damage. He can actually match Rosie's damage in many fights, sometimes even pass her in damage, which is fantastic, especially because it targets the squishy enemy back line instead of being focused on the front line tanks. The only thing that Rosie has that Tarzan does not have is Rosie has crazy amounts of self-healing. So if you put both Rosie and Tarzan in a fight together, Rosie is going to outlast Tarzan and probably do more damage overall. But Tarzan is a crazy, crazy high damage dealer. Solid S, there you go. All right, folks, I try to keep that as short as possible. Those are the Gen 1, Gen 2, the Season 1, Season 2 Tile Survive heroes. This is the tier list. If you like today's content, like and subscribe. And again, go get your $100 packs for $83 at Lootify. Check the link in the Discord down below and investigate for yourself. I love you long time. Randy.